This match starts at 285 pounds and Sparta jumps out to a 6-0 lead. It's Zach Herbert with the pin of Thomas Hubmaster in 51 seconds, and Sparta's off to the good start. High Point received the forfeit at 106 pounds, and at 113, it's Devin Leibel of High Point with the switch, and he would go on to decision Cooper Stewart 11-5, and High Point has a 9-6 lead. We go to 120 pounds and watch Maverick Leibel of High Point turn Rocco Dignatelli to his back for the pin in 4:31, and it's a 15-6 High Point lead. High Point picks up another fall at 126 pounds. It's Billy Talmadge flipping Cassius Bettaglia to his back in 3:04 to push the Wildcats lead to 21-6. We go to 132 pounds and Sparta picks up a win. Watch Garrett Stewart with the takedown and the back points and route to a 14-5 major decision over RJ Bravo, and Sparta trails 21-10. High Point comes back here, and it's Shane Kobus taking care of business as he sticks Paul Schumlis in 57 seconds, and High Point has a 27-10 lead through 7 matches. And a good one at 145 pounds, it's Carter Sheridan of Sparta with the second period takedown, and he has a 2-0 lead over Trey Osborne. But Osborne would send the match to sudden victory tied at 2, and watch him get the takedown to post the key 4-2 decision, and High Point is up by 20, 30-10 with 6 matches to go. At 152 pounds, it's Trevor Korcher of High Point and Sean McHugh of Sparta going at it, and Korcher trails 2-1 late in the third period, but watch him get the reversal with less than 10 seconds to go to notch the 3-2 decision, and it's 33-10 High Point. Wow.
I knew if I just wrestled tough, stick to what the coaches say, do in the room, I'd come out with the win. He's a strong kid, but just stood positive in the head, knew I could get the win.
All right, at 160 pounds, watch Eric Wingle of High Point take the 5-1 lead here over Sean Finnegan as he would post a 5-2 decision over Finnegan, and it's 36-10 High Point.
I've had my share of tough matches, but I know if I keep my head together and wrestle good, I'm going to come out on top.
All right, High Point has the match locked up as we go to 170 pounds, and it's Patty Finnegan of Sparta picking up the third period reversal as he would post a 4-0 decision over Grayson Sabo, but Sparta trails 36-13. Then at 182 pounds, it's Mike Freeman of Sparta with the fall in 5:23 over Matt McDonald, and with the match in hand, High Point forfeits at 195 and 220 to post a 36-31 victory to improve to 6-1.
Our kids have worked hard, and we've wrestled, we've wrestled quality people, and you wrestle enough good teams and fight through enough difficult tournaments. It kind of starts paying off, and I think we saw a little bit of that tonight.
We know that times have really kind of changed a lot now. A lot of kids that they'll give up sports, they'll change schools when they're not in the lineup right away. But at High Point, that doesn't seem to be the issue. You guys are more than willing to bide your time and put in the work. Is this something that where'd you get this from? Because not a lot of kids have it these days, Trevor. Is this something that you got just from being a part of this? Why were you willing to put in the time to wait for that to happen for you?
Well, my freshman year when we went down and won it all during states, it was really motivating. I knew if I sticked with it, I've wrestled since I was 5 years old. So if I just worked hard, I knew I'd get my opportunity out on the mat, have a big win like this tonight, and help my team out.
High Point, everyone's important, and that's what matters. We bring kids up, and one day they'll be a JV starter, and the next day they could be a state champion. That's just the way High Point works.
I think a lot of the kids that have spent time in our program understand that, it might not be your time every time out, but when you get a chance, you want to make the most of it. And those kids go through every practice and do everything that everyone else does. So, they're not looked at as being any different, and when they get out on the mat, they're not.
And talk about this team, because this seems like really you guys have had success coming into this building 2 years ago. You guys had a big win in here when Sparta thought they had their shot to beat you. You had a big win in that match as well over Sean McHugh. And just talk about coming into Sparta. You're going to get a quality team, but it seems like you guys have a big mental advantage when you walk in here.
Yeah, we know Sparta's a good team. We just have to keep our head together, and it's amazing how a team comes together. It's like a family. It's more than just a sport.